Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Jenn with Lady Tarot 911. I hope y'all are having a beautiful morning. Today is the new moon in Leo, and I've already done reads for each of your signs on that, but I wanted to try to get on this morning and get a message out. I felt called to do that today. A lot of energy shifting, as we know. We've all been through a lot and just needing to breathe a little bit. Let's find out where we are as a collective and what message I was being drawn to give you. I got some new cards too. This is the Star Codes Astro deck. It's beautiful. Really pretty, so I'm excited. This is the first time that I'm using it. I've been breaking it in, but I've got that one, and then also the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck, and then I just got this one off Etsy, so I'm giving a shout out to all of them. This is the new Soul Reflections Oracle. That's and at the bottom. Look at that. Didn't know. Clarity. Can you guys see it? I feel like these. There we go. That's better. Clarity. So it says vision, insight, and perspective. So maybe looking at things differently. Just making. I'm feeling like, especially with. So I'm gonna pull that card out from the bottom here. So with clarity, I think that maybe the message, what I'm hearing is regarding perspective. And we've talked about the need to change just one little thing in your life. Just go face one different direction, take one little step, wake up 1 hour early, go to bed 1 hour earlier, get out of the same routine every single day and just do something a little different. And then what happens with that, I find, is the energy molds around that and it shifts around that, putting you in alignment with different things that might not have been opportunities before, which then leads you on another path, because you've got all these many paths that you're going. We come to forks in the road, and then we have to make decisions. There's all sorts of avenues that we can take, but I think it's important to remember that once you get stuck on that avenue, maybe to about face or turn to the left, or turn to the right, just whatever you feel called to do, and changing that perspective helps clear that third eye, give you vision that maybe you didn't have before, open up intuition about new things that maybe you haven't really even come across yet. But this gives you some idea, or you'll have some a bigger insight of the full picture when you just take those little steps and change. It helps change that perspective and get out of that hangman tree, essentially. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so you saw me shuffling this one. This one just happened to be at the bottom, but look at this. I'm telling you guys. Look. Vision and vision. And look at the colors. So to me, this is about speaking your truth, maybe really working on knowing what it is that you want, okay? Neptune is about having that sight, that line of sight, really breaking. So this looks like around here, this looks like almost like ice crystals or icicles on this card. And to me, it looks like your voice, what you need to be said, what you need to say, what you need to have heard, is really breaking through and being able to provide you a put you in line of sight, get you aligned with what it is exactly that you're looking for. This is a 26 card, which is an 8, and that is about the work that we put in, the time and the effort, being that student, and really learning about what direction should I go, following the stars. You can see that in this clarity card, there's all these little, all the little stars. Hopefully you can see that. It's about these little moments of truth and aha moments that are popping off, and this is really saying to really get in alignment with what that vision is for yourself. So, to give you an example, so when I was moving here, I really had to get myself back in. I was in the normal routine of in my kitchen and have my setup, and I really had to switch that vision and create a new vision. And my new vision was being able to have a backdrop, that was serene and peaceful and beautiful, that you guys could enjoy as well. And so I really had to kind of think of how I was going to set this up, and my vision changed, even though it was still on point of my channel and what I wanted to do. My vision just kind of adjusted a little bit, right? And started to kind of, it's almost like I'm getting visions of like a safe when you turn the numbers and it kind of locks into place. And that's kind of what is happening throughout your life and through this journey, is you're locking things into certain place. And so I think that is what this is speaking of. On the bottom of the deck is Gemini, and it says cross-pollinate. This is a 3 card about collaboration, working together, working with somebody else, really pulling together, networking, manifesting what it is that you want, helping one another. Let the universe help you, let yourself help you. A lot of times we get stuck where we feel like we are powerless. Our hands are tied, and that really works against us. This is really saying you, yourself, that's saying you, me, myself, and I. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this card, is learning how to create with yourself and with others, putting yourself in alignment. To be able to work with yourself means to know first what your vision and your perspective is. Look at how you've been looking at things. Maybe just change one little thing, and see what your perspective is at that point, and see, maybe how a decision maybe that you were going to make, maybe if that decision is different then, or if you had something in mind and you created this picture for yourself, but it's starting to look a little different, and instead of resisting it and work with it, work with your visions, work with your dreams, work with mold them, right? So that the energy can mold around them and align you perfectly, right? Because it's finding that perfect prescription, I guess. Finding that, medications are a lot about multiple compounds, right? And finding the perfect compound created, that prescription, and that lock-in of what was required to assist or to heal that ailment, right? And that's what we're trying to do constantly, is heal little wounds that happen, little moments that were disappointing, or not seeing things, correctly, making like, wrong turns we feel, or decisions that have really had to teach us something within our, within our lives. So let's find out a little more about vision and cross-pollinate. Again, this is there's a lot of blue in these cards, so this is a lot about speaking, talking, your throat chakra, really understanding what you want to say, how you want to say things, and being clear about what that agenda is and what that vision is. Breaking through maybe stagnancy. This ice just really, is really telling of, this blue is starting to break through that ice. And I think that, what is that saying? Been getting a lot of sayings lately. The icebreaker, right? Icebreakers, conversation pieces, icebreakers. I think that taking that first step and making that first move, changing that perspective, aligning yourself, really working with what your vision is, and really speaking up, or just standing up for yourself, maybe is going to be that icebreaker that allows for this ice. This reminds me also of frost. Something frost, and it was in the Santa Claus, and it was the ice. It was come on, Jen. Gosh, it's so early. Oh, Martin. Is it Martin Short? Yes, Martin Short, and he was that like frost. I don't think it was Jack Frost. Maybe it was Jack Frost. But when he started to. When that little girl hugged her at the end, if you haven't seen it, he's been this really icy, mean, intended, ill-intended type of man who wants to destroy, others' happiness. And I think that when the little girl showed love and compassion, and that moment where she hugged him, and that was something different in his life. He hadn't had that experience before. It started to warm his heart and melt that ice. And that's what this reminds me of as well, is breaking open to being able to work with other people, talk to other people. If this is about maybe therapy, just cross-pollinating, working with somebody else to start aligning yourself with what it is you really truly want, and not just settling for where you're at, right? Okay. So, shift, what I was just saying, shift. I love when these all match up. Safe travel, okay, maybe making a decision about, which direction to go, right? We were talking about that here. Which direction? I love how colorful all this is. Actually, I'm going to pull, let's see, I'm going to pull these. I'll do this. We'll go like that. And boundaries. Okay, so maybe speaking up about boundaries of people around you, or maybe a job. This could also be about putting boundaries, within yourself. This is important too. So, hold on just a second. So, boundaries. Did I show you that one? There might be somebody around you who is ill-intended, like I was speaking of about Frost. I think his name was maybe Frost. But setting those boundaries, really working on those boundaries for yourself. Again, this is a 26 card, which is an 8 card, and this is about working on something, right? And this is, at the bottom it was message, so the butterfly is about transforming, getting a message out of which direction you're going. Be certain that that's the direction you want to go. Have a vision of the direction you want to go, and then actually take that step to shift. And doing this, it's gonna require you to, speak clearly, message, right? Speak clearly of what it is that you want and need, and your desires, and what you're going to do, and then create those boundaries and shifts. So yeah, if we had it like that. Okay, so let's look. I'm actually okay. So we'll start out with Tarot, and then I'll clarify with the Soul Reflections Oracle. But so this is very much about going within. There's somebody here in your life who has very much overstepped their boundaries and has caused you to feel frozen or stuck, or to feel like you are iced in. That breaking out from that has been so time consuming and long awaited. You're going from a winter type card to more of the spring with the bees, right? The melting where you're at, melting that, and starting, you're able to, somebody here is able to start seeing things clearly, or you are able to start, I guess, take off the rose-colored glasses and see people for who they are, see the situations for who they are, or for what they are, and jobs for what they are, where you're at, the truth about things. If this is your finances, really getting clarity on why are you having such a struggle with your finances, if that's the problem. Where is your money going? Budgeting. Really starting to hone in on making that shift, right? Setting boundaries. And this could be with with anything, money, like we're talking about. And, this is cross-pollinate. Well, this could be like investing, multiple investment accounts. Maybe there's too many people involved. If this is a relationship, too many people involved telling you to go all different directions. And what you really need to do is just hone in on what it is and get the clarity for yourself. And just kind of cut out that noise. Set the boundaries to shift into going within. You're wanting success. The success and recognition, again, comes from the alignment of where this is at, is very much within the middle, right? And the vision, where this vision card is. The Six of Wands is, currently you're trying to find that recognition and the your own value. And when you do this, you end up finding that people will start to really pay attention to you, because that light starts to shine, right? Your light starts to go beyond you as you start to go inward and working on yourself and giving yourself that own recognition. And then that recognition that you're seeking in the first place ends up being something that others see. And so the success and the recognition comes from you within first, before it ever should come from anybody outside you. And it doesn't even need to. And that's the point, is that having that confidence, confidence leading you up to this point where you can understand that alignment is within yourself first, and that gives you the power, not somebody else's opinion, not somebody else's, not looking to somebody else to heal pain, or looking to somebody else to, make you feel worth something. This is about accountability, being in charge of yourself, creating your own prescription of truth, right? Prescription of value. And really looking at things for what they truly are. If there's situation that you're in that is just making you feel like crap. And I mean, there's your answer, that obviously it's not where you should be, because that's not how we're supposed to live our lives, right? That's not the way that we are supposed to go about life, is unhappy. And I think just finding that confidence to go within and finding your own recognition helps get you out of this block of this King of Swords. This, the truth is what is holding you back right now. Being honest with yourself about the pain that you're feeling, whether it be, caused by somebody else or not. It's there to teach you a lesson and to show you exactly how strong you are. And this very much to me is about, I think, with this boundaries card being so bold, that red, and the rest of these cards kind of fitting together except for that red card. This is about somebody who, or a situation or a job that's really come between you or your person in being able to come together. And it's going to take that alignment within yourself to and setting those boundaries to bring you to a point where you can speak your truth, and knowing what you want, being able to speak your truth, with compassion and understanding, speeds up that process of ending this pain that you've been in. It shifts you out of that pain, and it allows for when you have the vision, it kind of comes full circle. When you have a vision of what you're wanting, and you get real truthful about how to get that, what's in your way, the blockages, right? And when you align with that, and you shift with that, then it brings you back to your vision again, and you're able to reevaluate, right? That's what retrogrades are for. But it really allows you to get clarity if that was the direction you were supposed to go, how much you've grown when you did go that direction, when you shifted, how many more blessings or how much more abundance comes to you with that shift, by creating those boundaries and really speaking your truth and really moving, right? Safe travels. Somebody could be, coming your way with a message, or a message could be coming your way in regards to boundaries that were placed and a shift that was made. And even though others' shifts and directions that they go do affect us, it shouldn't take us out of alignment of what we're wanting or what we're doing. That's why when somebody meets you where you're at and wants to live life, what I've taught my kids is wanting to live life instead of being like codependent like this. It's more of an interdependent. So you would be doing life together, building a life together, but being very just independent in your own visions, because you're separate people, right? You have different perspectives, but if you can find alignment in going it together, then and I think that has a lot to do with this cross-pollinating, then you're going to find that painful situations, you can understand painful situations better, because whenever there is codependency or on anything, on people, on relationships, on finances, on any type of habits or addictions, right? If there's ever codependency, all that is going to ever chalk up to is is pain. And this is really telling me that by setting those boundaries and really aligning yourself to get very, very clear, if you have to write it down, if you have to, put it in a voice message in your phone so that you can listen to it again, just really understanding this is the direction or this is what I want. I might not have the answers, but I'm going to move a direction because one of these 4 directions is the answer, right? But the other 3 are very much about learning something and growing. So all 4 of those points, it's not 3 wrong and 1 correct. It is 3 learning and 1 that works, if that makes any sense. So, okay. So that fell on the ground. So emotions, really, there's that blue again, right? Understanding. You could be completely overwhelmed right now with pain, and your emotions are, kind of coming and going. Let's see. Yeah, so, okay, that's interesting. So this vision, fixed vision, held standard, and persistence, right? This vision about being recognized, there's a real shift in life that's happening right now. And I think for whoever this message is for, this is really saying that this recognition that was expected in a certain way or a certain direction or by a certain person is really shifting. Okay. And this is something that you or your person might be going through, is really with these boundaries set in place either by them or by you. This idea, this dream is really shifting itself, right? Because you're coming more in alignment with yourself. If you're trying to heal, really sitting back and thinking, and contemplating, cutting out the noise, self introspection, right? And this could have been, you could have been dealing with, this could have been about money and dealing with somebody who was very confident and sure of themselves. Getting clear, getting confident on what path. So there's been this decision of which direction to go, right? Which path should I take? Standing. The most important thing I would say about this is it's not about which direction you go. It's never been that. It is, if you've gone north and it would have been better south, what did you learn from going north? Okay, turn around, go south, don't go north again. But what's most important is not being stuck at this crossroad, not standing there, because if you stand there, you're going to get hit, and then it's not even, it doesn't even matter at that point anyways. Just choose, just go, just do something. When you wake up in the morning, right, you choose to get out of bed, you've chosen one of those paths. Just, you're never stuck where you're at. And even though the situation might not be where you can easily move from, right? You're never going to move from it if you stay here, right? And so even just making that decision and making that plan starts moving that train, starts moving you, getting the confidence to know that you can, that it's okay no matter what direction you go, because you can always turn around and you just learn from that direction, right? That you went, if that wasn't the correct way to go. What is this truth that's blocking the collective? Being yourself, knowing what you want, being genuine and authentic, really being true to yourself. Are you living life, or this could be your person, are they living life just to impress others, just to be like the Joneses, just to show that they're important, yet all the while within themselves there's loyalty outside themselves, but no loyalty within themselves, right? And there's a lot of times it's that loyalty to things that don't deserve our loyalty. And, you know, these keep falling on the floor. I don't know what the issue is. Hold on. Okay. So, getting ready, right? Ready to talk. You have somebody here who is close to speaking their truth, or you are close to speaking your truth. This is subconscious, right? Getting prepared, getting ready. Are you ready for whatever this message might be that you're giving to yourself or somebody else is bringing to you? You know, are they being genuine? Are you being genuine? Are you really understanding what you want? Have they honed in on that? And your intuition is going to be able to tell you whether somebody is being authentic and genuine, right? You know people, especially the people in your life that, you know, have affected you. You know who they are and what they are about. So I think this, again, I say that your path that you decide, right? The prescription to your being able to move past this pain, right? This indecision, this not sure, this self-doubt, not being who you are, right? Is in actually just doing something and not saying. So all these cards, okay, all of these cards, and in here, these cards have colors, but I want you to see this real quick, and then I'll get back to that thought. Look at the colors in these cards. It's almost like, it reminds me of winter, right? Where things are just frozen. They're still, there's not, I mean, in here, you can see that the dog has the rose, right? This is about loving yourself. And as you do that, right? I'll show you in just a second, but all these, okay, get ready, which direction, you know, like decisions, starting out. He hasn't moved yet, but he is getting ready. But look at the colors of those cards. They're all like darker, right? Muted tones. And then as you start to become, you know, who you really want to be and make decisions that you really want and not caring about others around you, or, I mean, okay, so that came out wrong. Not caring about their opinion. Yes, they can lay it out on the table, but it's still your choice. It's still, you know, the direction that you want to go and what you want to do for yourself. In doing that, you can see that the colors start to move from this real muted, you know, just neutral, like wintry, I don't know, stale, stagnant, cold coloring to starting to, you know, build those colors within yourself and outside of yourself as well, right? Because there's all this emotion that's happening within you, right? But until you get that clarity and are able to set these boundaries and really align yourself to what you want and being genuine about it, you know, it's going to be this, I heard in this card said, hurry up. There's a sense of urgency to do something, but I heard hurry up and wait is what I heard when I saw that card. Hurry up and wait. Sense of urgency, impatience, wondering when. Yeah, hurry up and wait is kind of what's going on right now. There's something or somebody is just on the brink of, or you are, of finally just like, okay, clicking, right? We were talking about like locks and clicking into place. And I think that somebody here is, you know, it's like, I just posted a video a couple days ago. Oh, it was all the signs, and I used a stoplight. I don't know why. Oh, and interesting, look at these colors. Look at, there's red, yellow, and then these greens. And I wanted to put on it like ready, set, go, or, you know, something that had to do with stoplights. I don't know why that, but I used it in my last few videos. And that's very much about like what's happening here. It's like, you know, getting ready, right? And then getting set, and you're kind of just, or your person is just kind of stuck in set. we're just set. You know, or you are just like, okay, when is this going to happen? When, you know, but again, wondering when is outside of this alignment, right? As you can see, you know, these cards are kind of like to the right of where this one's right in the middle. It's out of alignment of that. So, bringing yourself back to center, back to alignment, focusing on yourself, and you know, you're, I don't know why I feel like shuffling this. So, that sense of urgency, you know, time is man-made, and yes, we have deadlines for things, but if we don't depend on others, right, and we don't have this expectation of others in regards to what it is we want, in the direction we want to go, and how we want to live our life, if we're waiting for love instead of loving ourselves, we'll constantly be waiting. If we are waiting for that day that, you know, we have money, but yet we're not going within and learning how to manage our money within our, you know, our own selves, or within, you know, within our own budgets or whatever, we'll always be wondering when. If we're looking for somebody else to validate us, instead of us going within and aligning with the clarity within ourselves, we'll always be waiting for somebody else to validate us, right? And then this pain, this, you know, being upset about not having money, being upset about your person not talking to you, or being upset about, you know, maybe not living where you want to live, or because you're waiting for somebody else who is on their path all over the place in these same situations, you know, they might still be stuck at, you know, getting ready versus being set. And this message is kind of all over the place, and I hope that maybe something in here is helping you guys. It's about creating boundaries for yourself, and, you know, really understanding that it's all about going back within and getting clarity of what you want, and all the noise outside of it just falls away or lines up to where that is, right? Okay, so King of Coins, so King of Pentacles, this is in the, you know, near future. By doing these things, by aligning to this and understanding that it's within you and not outside of yourself, by setting those boundaries with others and yourself, even if you are working with somebody, still setting boundaries, and then shifting and actually taking some type of step helps bring into you messages of transformation and starts to transform that energy around you, right? And you become, you know, you start to align for this sense of, you know, stability and groundedness. So this could be somebody who's really, forgiving the past, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, somebody coming with an apology. Maybe this is a King of Pentacles energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that is, you know, approaching, or this could be yourself in just forgiving past, directions maybe that you took that weren't exactly aligned, but not regretting them, because it still taught you so much that helped you grow and align and break open the stagnancy of where you're at and get even more clarity of where you want to go. So what is this Page of Wands? So right now there's just this, again, this stuckness. You just feel like the answer is always no, that, or the answer is going to be no, or your person feels this way and this is why they're not, you know, moving things forward, or this negative attitude about, you know, finances, and keeps you, you know, stuck. It's like that loss of hope. This could also be about, you know, really speaking, you or your person really speaking your truth within your own arena and those around you, and really setting those boundaries of, no, I'm not going to go for that. No, I'm not going to do that this time. No, I'm not going to repeat the same patterns, right? And understanding, drawing the line that you're done. You're done with this way of thinking about things, or this perspective, or being stuck, right? And I think this message that comes in, either to yourself or your person, is there's a lot of love in this situation that maybe, really going within allows you to love yourself. This could also be somebody who's getting some huge epiphany moments. This is like the Tower, about a Queen of Cups, or Tower in regards to sudden event regarding somebody, or just this perspective of, this huge, somebody finally figuring out, where their love lies, I guess. And there's just going to be this aha moment, this sudden, transformational moment of being able to break through that ice, right? So, and it's going to be fast. This message, either this epiphany moment, or this message to yourself, or, somebody bringing you a message. There's going to be some type of information coming about somebody set boundaries with themselves or with others, allowing for some, quick action to be had. This Tower is really, the universe making this really happen, and going beyond feeling lonely and trapped in this I don't know, whatever the situation is, either, by yourself or your person by themselves, being stuck and stagnant. Again, these colors, look at these colors, right? This Tower moment is blue, right? So this is about speaking truth, emotions, speaking, communications. This is just a shift. This is a sudden shift, and it's in line with the shift card. This shift that's going to take place, that's going to, this is what the energy is building to, and it's going to happen because of this finally this break I'm hearing. So break, right? This break of this loneliness of where you've stood, where you've been stagnant, where your person's been stagnant. It's going from lonely to this quick action. You do have to be careful, right, of people just zipping in and zipping out, or being impulsive and not really thinking about things. It's not about that, because again, we're talking about clarity. This is about you just getting in alignment to where, or your person getting into alignment where they understand that this is not where they want to be any longer. They want to change. They want different. You want different, right? It has been lonely and gotten real dull. Oh, that's the word I was looking for. With the colors in these cards, that dull color. So let me close this up with the potential final outcome in what we've been talking about, really honing in on these principles. And or this could be your person's energy, or who you're dealing with, or the situation's energy right now is there. It looks as if it's going from this situation of dull. Somebody's really learning a lot. You're learning a lot. That's really shifting and transforming, right? This situation. So what is the potential final outcome? This Ten of Swords. And tens are the end in tarot, right? That starts a new beginning. Nines are the actual ending, or ending, and then the Ten of Swords is like the ending, which creates new beginnings. So not yet, waiting, postponement, and delays. So the ending of delays. Look at that. How perfect is that? See, ending of delays. Not, this all ties beautifully together, right? Ending this pain, feeling emotional because of how dull and lonely and just not where you're supposed to be, or not where your person's supposed to be. Ending that waiting, right? So the wait is over very, very, very soon. Because you can see in this, right, that the ending of, so all of the sand is you know, gone through there, and because this is a 10 of swords with this, so the ending of it still being this waiting game, I'm hearing. Okay, so masculine energy, this could be taking charge, the emperor, really honing in on making decisions and that focus and discipline, right? Getting that vision, right? Vision, and then structure, discipline, focus, and action. This could be your divine masculine. This could be the masculine within you, right? And then finally, if only, wishing, daydream, and longing. So this is saying to me the ending. Okay, so yeah, okay, I get this. So this is, and it's a beautiful ending to this. Okay, and the way that I lined these cards up was like this. So this is telling me that the potential final outcome that's very imminent, right, is the ending of you or your person not taking charge. So this not yet, if only, this is coming to an end. Your person or the situation or the masculine within you this is coming to an end. And of not taking charge, of just sitting around, of just contemplating and waiting, this is coming to an end very, very soon, very quickly. 10 of Swords, this stagnancy is about to break. And you can see it because the last card right on here, the way that I arranged these, sorry, look at that. Okay, Jen, come on, get it together. It went like this. Okay, so we know that the 10 of Swords, right? But look at the last card that was placed on top. Look at the colors. So it's going from this dull, muted to more of this sepia colors, right? About memories and realizing things, really looking at the past, and then starting to change them, and starting to break through, you know. And here, look at these plants, or these flowers starting to break through that ice and bloom and come into spring. So yeah, that's a beautiful potential final outcome for you or your person. Again, this could just be within yourself. And finally, this is giving hope. This energy is giving you hope, or giving you hope about your person, that there is this clarity that's coming into alignment. There is movement, even if it feels dull right now. There is movement behind the scenes, because water pushes things and really moves things. And so these big waves that it's talking about is really pushing past this pain, and really pushing past all this dullness in these, within these cards, within the situation. And it's going to happen with this Tower, and it's going to happen suddenly with this and Knight of Swords. What else? Let's see. No, these two together right here. Well, and even the 10 of Swords. This is fast. This is sudden. This is unexpected. Expect the unexpected. This is like big time boom. I don't even know. I'm trying to find the right word. This is just, it's imminent, and it is fast, direct, surprise, and unexpected shifting. How appropriate, right? It is a go, and it's going to be a message. It's going to be some type of message, communication, either from somebody or within yourself, or it could be in a reading. Remember that messages can come from just a message from the universe, something that you see, right? It can come in numbers, it can come in animals, but it is truly, the epitome of the stoplight. The prescription for that is, here, and the stoplight is, ready, set, go. Once this clarity hits. These two cards right here, once this clarity hits. So hopefully that gives you some insight of what the energy looks like, and also just kind of what's the buildup has been, and kind of where we're at, where the energy is at, and kind of just an idea of maybe things that are playing out that maybe you don't see but are about to happen. And it's very clear within the cards and within this energy. So anyways, I hope that helps, guys, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Like my video if you liked it, please, and also if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have to build my soul family. I have been doing it steadily, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. If you haven't become a part of my soul family, I'd love to have you as part of my crew. And you guys have a good day. Bye.